All right, we're back, and in this short demo, we're going to show you how to take Kaggle's JPX Tokyo Stock Exchange Prediction Competition and turn it into a Kubeflow pipeline using the open source Kale JupyterLab extension. Okay, we're going to pick up where we left off last time during the SDK pipeline build. So we're in the Kubeflow UI, we're in the notebooks section. Let's go ahead and connect to the notebook that we created previously. And then from here, we're going to want to navigate into the examples directory. We've already downloaded Kubeflow/examples repo from GitHub. Go into the JPX directory and locate the Kale notebook. Open up the Kale notebook. Now, next, we want to enable the Kale extension. So go ahead and just open that up in the widget and click enable, and you can see that our notebook is already pre-annotated with tags. We'll walk through those in just a second. First step is to do a pip install. So let's go ahead and do that. And once that completes, restart the kernel. And now let's walk through the balance of the notebook to see how we've actually made use of Kale's annotations to avoid having to write a bunch of boilerplate. So first we have an import step, or an import section, I should say. Next, we have a pipeline parameters cell, and then we're ready to get into the actual pipeline steps. You can see we're using the pipeline step annotation, in this case, a load data step. Moving down, we now create our second pipeline step, which is going to be our transform data pipeline step. And you can see that we're showing that it depends on the previous load data step. Next up is going to be our third pipeline step, which is going to be our feature engineering step. And here you can see that we're using the pipeline step annotation. We're naming it feature engineering, and we can see that it depends on the previous step. Moving along, now we're in the modeling pipeline step. And again, we're using the pipeline step annotation. We're naming the step modeling, and you can see that it is going to depend on the feature engineering step. Moving right along, in the notebook, we are now at the final evaluation and prediction step, and you can see that we're using a pipeline step annotation. The name is prediction, and you can see that it is going to be dependent on the previous modeling step. And that's it. We are ready to run this notebook. So go ahead and click on the compile and run button, and you can see that we're going to validate the notebook. We're going to take a snapshot of the notebook. We're going to then compile the notebook, upload the pipeline, and then now the pipeline is running. We just click on the details hyperlink there, and you can see that we're now in the runtime execution graph. And you can see those various pipeline steps are executing. You've got your volume creation. We're loading our data. We're transforming our data. We're doing our feature engineering. Then we've also got our modeling, and then we wrap things up with a prediction step. And that's it. You can then view your run output there, which is going to be our prediction metric. And you can also get the more sophisticated view as well. And that's it. We've created a Kubeflow pipeline using the Kale JupyterLab extension for the JPX Tokyo Exchange Prediction Competition.